So after, going through this whole beautification and purification process, I started to realize that I have to adjust being in this house by myself. My son's about to go off to school and he's always in his room anyway. And I had to make adjustments of the quietness in the house. My husband used to be in his office all the time, right? And I used to hear keyboards, keyboards running all the time, always typing something, always researching something, always writing something, and the house was just so quiet. And I had to adjust to, all right, this is a new normal. The house is really quiet. I found myself playing music more just to put some noise in the house. I love music. I love various types of music. And I always have. And I had to just start playing that, which just made me feel like there's noise in the house, and it was a big adjustment. And when I came to that realization, I was like, okay, Tam, you have to get used to this. You have to adjust to this. You have to figure out what are the things that you want to do. You want to fill up those gaps. And I used to have my business and everything else, but it abruptly came to a pause when my husband got sick. For this, 6 months of battling for his health. And now, through the midst of being a widow, I just, my brain was like, oh yeah, I can do that. Oh yeah, people talking about some didn't know, right? So there's acting like, where you been? Like, I need my products. I'm so sorry. I've gone through a life-changing event and, I'm adjusting, and I love my customers, completely understand, and has given me that space to do so. I've kept in contact with some of them, even my Instagram page for my business, I haven't really posted much. Just didn't have the capacity, I guess, and it was truly a journey of me. I'm a processor. I'm a thinker. So I'm thinking and processing through everything. All right, Tammy, you need to go ahead and do this. You need to go ahead and do that. And I'm just checking it off, because I had to write it all out. Because if not, we're bombarded with the thoughts, bombarded with things we need to do, bombarded with, okay, how are we going to take care of this house and this family, bombarded with just accepting the fact that this person, my person, is no longer here. So me, with my thoughts, I write it out. I just jot it down. I put everything on the page. All right, you need to do that. I put it in categories too. So put, things with the house, put it in a category. Things with my son, put it in categories. Things with Tammy, put it in categories, and then of course work, because I run the business office. I put that in categories of things that needs to get done there. And everybody processes through things differently. And some people are overwhelmed with so many thoughts. My case is that I break it out, and I just go down the list. That's just how my brain thinks, right? But I think one of the most difficult things was navigating through the house, like the quietness in the house and my emotions of it all, and figuring out, okay, what are you going to do now? I'm always doing something. With my husband, he says, woman, you're always doing something new. You're always trying something. You're always learning something. You're always doing something. you know? But he was he was the thing that always remained the same, you know? Came home, he was here. He was a homebody. I'm an outdoor person, so I'm always on the go. You know, even when I'm home, I'm outside. But now it's like I come home and the house is too quiet. And I think it's just killed the desire to really go out and be as busy. And I started to think about, okay, what are you going to do? What relaxes you? What brings you peace? What are the things that Tammy likes to do? And I started to process through that. And I was coming into the end of 2023, which I'm coming up to the 2nd year anniversary of his death. And God was just trying to tell me that, you know, I'm loving on you, but you're rejecting me. Really? Am I really rejecting you, Lord? And he said, yeah, you know, I'm trying to show you a different way to love. I'm trying to show you a different way to receive love, because you're in a completely different season, right? One, you know, the last time I was single was over 20 years ago, you know, maybe 25. And my brain instantly went back to then, but I'm not the same person as I was back then. One, I was single. I didn't know God well. I was ratchet. I drank. I smoked. You know, I did a lot of crazy things. Now that I'm older, I'm not ratchet. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I have God in my life, and he pretty much directs my path, right? And I try to remain that way. And, you know, we come and we go up and down. You know, none of us are perfect, you know, but I think I have enough sense to, God forgive me, you know, okay, what I need to do, you know, to correct this, or what I need to do now. And he's been directing me in a sense of taking care of Tammy better. What does that look like? Understanding with the house and being able to receive love. I didn't realize that it's been a year and a half, almost 2 years at this particular point, I had actually hardened my heart unknowingly. I thought that, you know, I'm still soft and emotional, so my heart is still soft and emotional. Nah, not necessarily. And I realized that from start talking to this one guy, sweet man, and I didn't realize that I'm rough. I am rough around the edges. Bear with me. Too funny. Oh my goodness. I was just like, wow, my heart is really hard. Like, I don't really let anybody in. And he had said to me, like, you know, you're a strong woman. You talk very strong. But I know that you're sensitive inside. And I know that you're going through a process of, you know, because you know I was a widow, of course, you know. You're going through a process of finding a way. But I'm here. And I'm like, oh, that's sweet, you know. I appreciated that. I appreciated the fact that, one, you recognize my struggle. And then two, He just said, I'm here. I'm here. He had gone through a rough divorce and different things like that. And, with divorce, is either you're the one that initiates divorce or you're the victim of the divorce. And he was the victim of the divorce. But all he wanted to do is love. And he wanted it to be reciprocated. And through him, talking to him, God was showing me that he is showing me so much love, and his love is unconditional. And he showed me that the difference between his love and the way that we love. And we love built on, our love is, or we love others, I should say, is built on conditions. How you make me feel, you pay me, especially as a woman, you pay me attention and you make me a priority and I feel important, and the way that you care for me, it's all based off of conditions. But with God is, I love you for you. Yeah, you're going to disappoint me because we don't know how to receive that type of love. Yep, you have hurt me many times because we don't know how to receive this type of love. But when we receive a love from someone that pursues us, regardless of how we treat them, and they still love us, love is an action. Love is also a choice. And I had prayed to God, saying, whoever I am with next, I want to love him in a way that represents God in the way that he loves us. Ooh. And I realized that love is serving the other person. It's not about how you love me, right? Because a lot of times we categorize love as how you treat me. Everything centers back to me. But love in the Bible is all about the other person. And if two people come together and the man is focused on loving me in the best way that he can love me and being the best man that he can be for me, and then I am focused on him and serving him and being the best woman that I can be for him, got a great relationship and love. And I don't think I was like that completely with my husband, or vice versa. We just don't know that type of love and what that is. And in that beautification and purification process, he was teaching me how to love. He was really opening up my eyes to his love. And I adjusted to Tammy unapologetically. I am not turning down me. I am not sugarcoating me. I'm not really a people pleaser, but I did turn myself down a lot. I don't want to. This is me. The new flower in new soil. Unapologetically, Tammy Lynn. I think I like her. Until the next time.